Candidates for the office of the Publicity Secretary of the Nigerian Bar Association. Do we have candidates physically present in the room? Please come up stage. Candidates for the office of Publicity Secretary. I understand that 3 people are contesting for this office. Thank you for joining us. Do we have the 3rd candidate online? Candidate for the office of Publicity Secretary. Please, if you're online, Mr. Ferdinand Naza, if you're online, please put your hand up so that we can identify you. Mr. Ferdinand Naza, that's his name. Please put your hand up online, do a wave so that we can identify you and take you when it's time for you to speak. Mr. Ferdinand Naza is online. Great. So I'll start with the 2 candidates who are physically present. Mr. Charles Ajiboye, please introduce yourself and speak to us for 3 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Charles Ajiboye, and I have the utmost privilege to address you this morning. I'm addressing you not because I'm a man. Of course, that is too shallow to be the basis of addressing you. I'm addressing you not because I'm tall, handsome, or good-looking. I'm addressing you because I'm capable and I'm competent to be your publicity secretary in the coming elections. I will rest my conversation with you today on a dialogue I had with a very brilliant lawyer, a female lawyer. She said to me, "Charles, why are you running for publicity secretary? You've done so well as the National Assistant Publicity Secretary. You've transformed the social media presence of the NBA." And I said, yes. We took Instagram from less than 2,000 to over 8,000. We took Twitter followership from less than 11,000 to over 41,000. She said to me, "I hear you also did a lot with the emailing system of the NBA." And I said, true. We reorganized the emailing system of the NBA, but we are not done with it. We now want to use better data and statistics to address lawyers the time they want to, the way they want to, in the manner they want to. She said, "You came up with a blog for NBA." And I said, true. We have a news blog for NBA, and it's fully functional on the website of the NBA. And I said, we are taking that further. We are making that into a job portal where lawyers, law firms, and law businesses can advertise job openings for young lawyers and for lawyers generally, and lawyers can be able to get jobs from there. She said, "You did excellently well. We are currently having what we call information overload." And I said, "But no, we're not done. Less than 20% of all branches of the NBA have a website. We need to get to the level whereby we digitize every branch of the NBA and we synchronize them as subdomain to the national platform so that every branch, small or big, has a visibility at the national level." I said, that is one of the things we can still do. She went on to tell me about my credentials. She told me about my credentials. And I said, "I am a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators. I'm a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Auctioneers of Nigeria. I'm an associate of the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria. I'm a board evaluator. I understand how systems work. I understand how processes work. I have been the public secretary of the 3rd largest branch, the NBA Ikeja branch. I have been the chairman of the Young Lawyers Forum of the NBA Ikeja branch. I understand the issues. And even the NBA portal we have now, I want to make it into the version 2.0. Having had the opportunity to supervise the current portal we have to where it is. And that is the basis of my addressing you today. That in our coming election, the Publicity Secretariat of the Nigerian Bar Association has to be such that can create a truly better global perception for Nigerian lawyers. And that is the reason why Charles Ajiboye is the man to invite, to welcome, to vote for as the Public Secretary of the Nigerian Bar Association. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. Mrs. Bridget Edokwe, 3 minutes.
Good morning, learned senior advocates. Mr. President, distinguished learned senior, my name is Bridget Edokwe, a candidate for the office of National Publicity Secretary. I am a publisher of the Barrister NG Learning blog. Today I'm here to tell my colleagues why I'm the best candidate for the office of National Publicity Secretary. I will speak straight to my manifesto. First, as a publicity secretary, the duties of the National Publicity Secretary as provided in the NBA Constitution are to ensure positive publicity of NBA activities, create easy access to relevant information to members. As a candidate of the National Publicity Secretary of the NBA, I am committed to improving the communication channels between the legal profession and the courts. As a National Publicity Secretary, I will create centralized digital channels where Nigerian lawyers can access real-time court information. Over the years, being the publisher and editor-in-chief of Barrister NG, I've assessed what are the problems that lawyers are facing. And the basics of all of them is communication. These days, part of my intention is to liaise with the Chief Justice of Nigeria on the need for a practice direction for court registrars to send messages to lawyers when courts are not certain. The issue of publicity is something dear to me. I am passionate about it. And when lawyers are informed promptly on the happenings in court, it will definitely make sure that they save costs. And not just that, I intend to leverage on social media for information dissemination. Since 2017 till date, I've worked with presidents, MBA branches, supplying them with day-to-day information of what is going on. As of today, no lawyer can say that they are not informed as and when of the workings of the MBA. Barrister NG and my team can take credit to that. As a National Publicity Secretary, I intend to work closely with publicity secretaries of branches across Nigeria to provide real-time information and court information to lawyers. Transparency and accessibility are crucial for building a strong...
Time up. Thank you. Thank you. It's time to hear from Mr. Ferdinand Naza, who is online. Mr. Naza, if you can hear me, please go ahead. You have 3 minutes. Mr. Naza, if you can hear me, please go ahead. You have 3 minutes.
Good morning, Lionel Sir. Good morning to the Chairman of the Electoral Committee of Nigerian Bar Association. My name is Ferdinand Afam Naza. I'm a member of the MBA Onitsha branch. I am the immediate past National Assistant Public Secretary of the Nigerian Bar Association.
Please go ahead. We can hear you.
Hello, Shola?
We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. The position of National Public Secretary of Nigerian Bar Association is quite a significant role, which requires a candidate with a unique combination of skills, experience, and personal qualities. I have outlined my manifesto, all I intend to achieve within the short period of 2 years I will be in office, if elected by the members of the bar. Some of the features of what I'm going to achieve were on 2 subheads. 1, rebranding of the MBA, and secondly, communication. My plan for rebranding of the bar is realized in just 3 subheads. 1, improving member engagement in the MBA website to ensure ease of access to information and feedback from members. I must stress here that it was during our administration, during the Olumide Akpata administration, 2020 and 2022, that we streamlined the emails, the current email, which the current publicity team has worked on. We initiated the idea of direct email sent messages. Secondly, expanding the utility of lawyers portal under the MBA website. There's a lot we can do with current MBA website, which I believe with me at the helm, we can improve what is being done already on the site, like deploy lawyers' feedback, where lawyers can just go directly to the secretariat without even have to come through the secretary or to the public secretary. Thirdly is to improve engagement of the administration within the public. On the alternate social media platforms, the bar, as the watchdog of the society, has the duty to always project an image that will correspond our expectations from the society. As a professional candidate for the office of National Public Secretary, I believe I have the communication skills, the public relation skills, the personal qualities, and overall, the strategic thinking to succeed as the Public Secretary of the Nigerian Bar Association. Mind you, I have also international influence. As I explained to the ECMBA, the reason why I'm not present, but I'm attending a program in the UK right
Time
now.
up. Time up. Thank you, Mr. Ferdinand Naza. I'm going to stick with you. We have a question that has come in from your colleagues, and I'm going to start with you to answer that question first before I come back to the candidates in the room. So I hope that you can hear me. You will agree that as Publicity Secretary, you are one of the image makers of the bar. Now, some will argue that the image of lawyers and the bar, by extension, is at a low, maybe as a result of poor public perception. But as Publicity Secretary, what specifically will you do differently to boost and shore up the image and visibility of the bar and its numerous activities? Can you hear me, Mr. Naza? Did you get the question? Mr. Naza, if you can hear me, would like to hear your response.
Hello?
Did you get the question?
Can you hear me? Yes, I got the question perfectly well.
Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. As I was saying, between 2020 and 2022, the whole lawyers in Nigeria will agree that the bar had a voice. We spoke on national issues, pressing national issues without fear of anything. Having worked under that administration, under the able leadership of Olumi Dabata, I know all it takes to be vociferous on national issues. And like my colleagues will say, image matters. And I possess the features to rebrand the image of the bar. I possess all the requisite skills, having served in the position of Public Secretary under Olumi Dabata regime. When we spoke on issues that no other administration has ever spoken on, we unearthed so many issues that
Time up. Thank you very much. Vijay Sedope, please answer the question.
If elected the National Publicity Secretary of the MBA, I intend to ensure the positive that the image of the association is improved upon. My campaign hashtag is decent publicity. How do I intend to achieve that? I intend to ensure that my colleagues will assist in reporting true and factual information to lawyers and outsiders, because whatever we project inside is what is the information that outsiders will hear. So I intend to, with my wealth of experience, to ensure that I liaise with my colleagues in the general media world and then present an image that is top-notch for the MBA by ensuring that accurate reportage is the key word for me.
Thank you very much. Mr. Ajiboye.
Thank you very much. I have always said that perception is greater than reality. I have also always said and asked the question of what use is it for you to wink in the dark? The truth about it is that the Nigerian Bar Association and the lawyers that practice in Nigeria have a lot of good stories. The problem is that it is our bad stories that make the headline. That's the focus of your next publicity secretary when you vote Charles Ajiboye. We will curate narratives and tell the story that we want the world to know about us. We will create content that creates the kind of narratives that we want to describe us. We will ensure that both the local community and the global community understand and see Nigerian lawyers for who we are. For indeed, we are better than we are seen as. We are greater than we are perceived to be. And that exactly is the whole agenda of a better global perspective that I have centered the entire of my campaign on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please give them a round of applause. Learned Silks, Learned Seniors, colleagues in the room and online, I present to you your candidates for the office of Publicity Secretary of the NBA. Gentlemen, please take a bow and shake yourselves and exit the stage. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ferdinand.